This is a recording of the webinar I did on the 16th of June. Unfortunately, the webinar was recorded without sound, so that's why I'm recording it again for all those who were not able to attend or who would like to share this webinar with their colleagues. So I'm Millie Clivers. I am a Hybris pre-sales consultant at SAP, and well, I will be hosting and presenting this webinar on SAP Hybris for retail. Um, so the agenda about 45-50 minutes, and I will be highlighting the different topics, retail market trends, what are we seeing, what is really happening with your customers, what is happening with technology, how is technology responding to those trends in retail, in e-commerce and marketing today. Then I will be presenting SAP Hybris for retail, the broader portfolio of the different pillars: commerce, marketing, sales, and service. And I will be also doing a demonstration on the marketing and commerce part, high level. Then obviously, for those of you who are maybe orienting themselves or curious why they should actually choose for SAP Hybris or consider SAP Hybris, I'll be also mentioning some of the unique selling points of our offering. And of course, also present some business case, some nice use cases and prototypes as well, before wrapping it up with the conclusion. Q&A won't be part of this recording, of course, but happy to do a Q&A session with you if you have some questions after this recording. So hope you enjoy it. Now, if we're talking about market trends in retail and we're talking about responding to the next wave of retail disruption, what are we really talking about? Well, we're talking about a shift of power from the business owners, the owners of capita, to really those who consume goods, who consume products and services, the customers, the end consumers. So the customer is increasingly in control of the relationship. Customers are not only connected digitally to brands, but also socially, and it's more and more the whole customer perspective and the customer experience that really starts to matter. So what is really happening with your customers, and what are we seeing when we're looking at this broad area of customers? Well, of course, there's different segments. So on one hand, we have those baby boomers, and the other hand, we have the so-called millennials, and we have Generation Y somewhere in the middle. And if we're really looking at that segment of millennials, we see that tapping into this segment is where the biggest growth is coming from, or where we're expecting the biggest growth from. Those customers, they will live in a connected world, which is going so fast that it's almost hard to catch up with those new developments and new trends. And it really entails implications for both developed as well as emerging markets. So what three trends are we seeing? We're seeing that word of mouth is now really everywhere. Your customers are mobile, they are connected, they're socially connected, like mentioning before. And it's important to know what they are saying, to whom, if it is relevant, if they have followers, are they influencers, are their opinions valued? Think about the implications of thousands of millions of consumers learning about the experience of one. So that's really where this is all changing a lot. If we look, for instance, at emerging markets such as Asia, we see that 83% of consumers there are actually belonging to the segment of millennials. When we're talking about digitally connected consumers, we see that there's 1.75 billion smartphone users. And if we're looking at those socially connected consumers, we see that there's 1.11 billion people on Facebook today, and that there's 6,000 tweets that are being tweeted per second, just to mention a bit of those implications that it has for brands as well. Now, the other trend that we see is peer sharing. So they're not just sharing opinions, they're actually sharing products, both digitally and physically. So we look, for instance, at some of those companies, for instance, I Lock You, which is a company that really allows you to rent and borrow everything you need, if we're looking at tools, cars, and services. And also think about companies such as Airbnb that really leverage this sharing culture and whose users are heavily relying on each other's reviews and consuming and both offering at the same time. This is really resulting in changing business models for existing companies and also many new players really penetrating this market. And then the third trend in terms of your consuming is the now economy. Digital natives want things now. If the things are not available for them now at their fingertips, they're not patient to wait. So they want to have it accessible anytime, anywhere on any device. And availability of this experience is a big part of both loyalty program and branding. And actually 89% of consumers said that access to real-time product availability would actually influence their shopping choices. And at SAP, we refer to this as real-time. So how do we see that technology is responding to these trends? So what is really happening to technology and impacting your industry in this area? One example is the digitalization of the store. First of all, the cost of technology is decreasing. So it's resulting in more rapid adoption across all customer segments and also more digital offerings by the different companies. Now, this is an example of really merging the digital and physical shopping experience together. And I will show a video in a couple of minutes to really show you what this digitalization of the store looks like. And it's really cool. Then social networks as a shopping platform as well. So shopping behavior is very much based on reviews. It's based on shares and likes, posted by family, friends, and other connections on social media. So companies are more and more leveraging these social platforms such as Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter to advertise their products, to eventually also sell their products and make this really an integrated touch point in the whole buying journey as well. And then 360-degree view of customers is becoming increasingly important. So really to get this holistic view of the customers in order to provide a contextual, relevant, and personalized customer experience across all the different channels. Now, what we see as well is that 90% of CEOs are actually believing that the digital economy will impact their industry, but less than 15% are executing on a digital strategy right now. We also see that early adopters are the winners. They're really achieving 9% more revenue creation, 26% more impact to profitability, and 12% more market valuation. And the industry boundaries are blurring, right? So we're looking a bit as well at changing business models. Companies are expanding beyond their traditional industry boundaries. They're becoming more technology companies. They're bundling products and services together, really changing across this whole value creation for the customer. So in summary, the future of retail requires a digital transformation. This takes us to this point, which is really important, is that the technology decisions that you make today will actually affect the way you do business in the next 5 years. So it's really key to have the right foundation to enable your brand to compete, to innovate, and to stay relevant to your customers in this global omnicommerce economy. So far for the introduction, I will now go a bit into deeper in the introduction of the solution of Hybris, SAP Hybris, so highlighting the parts commerce, marketing, and sales and service, and then also be doing a short demonstration on commerce and marketing. I really like this view of come in, we're open, our store is open, but what happens if the store is not open? And I just have a short video on this that I would like to show, talking about this digitalization of the store.
At Hybris, we believe technology works when it connects things. And when we can make those connections ourselves, that's even better. But the best experience we have with technology is when it disappears, gets out of the way, when it becomes invisible, when as users we feel as if we're interacting directly with a service, because then it feels like magic. So let's watch what happens when Dina, Clara and Ellie combine some Hybris commerce functionality, Facebook and their phones to enhance their shopping experience. Using a gesture-based product navigator, Dina finds some shoes that are perfect for a special date. Sadly though, the store is closed for the day, and as you can see she's pretty disappointed. Luckily though, Clara notices an NFC tag in the window. In no time, Dina's added the shoes to her wish list and shared them on Facebook. Everyone's happy. But our story hasn't ended just yet. A few days later, Dina's walking near the store when she receives a geo-fenced alert. And she sees that those shoes are on sale and just around the corner. Offline, online, social, mobile. With Hybris, everything's connected. It's the future of commerce now.
So yeah, very nice example of the future of commerce, where commerce is really going, where retail is going, and what we could also potentially realize for your company. This is of course a prototype. It's always interesting. We always look a bit further on the shopping experiences of tomorrow.
At Hybris, we believe technology works when it...
So if we look at the portfolio of SAP Hybris, you really see that it's a single platform that brings together commerce, marketing, sales, and service. And it also includes Hybris Commerce, which is really the #1 omni-channel commerce solution, to really ensure the seamless digitization of the entire customer service. So we really look at SAP at beyond CRM, so really talk about customer engagement and commerce, really comprising these 4 core pillars. And this is obviously also powered by the HANA platform to really enable this 360-degree view of your customers and consumers, this real-time interaction, and this omni-channel, contextual, personalized shopping experience for your customers. If we look at commerce, this really helps retailers target and engage their customers anytime, anywhere. It's really to ensure a consistent, personalized shopping experience, to strengthen loyalty, to drive sales. Marketing is a unique suite of solutions that actually enable real-time contextual marketing to engage your customers, to delight them, to cultivate their brand relationships by really marketing to this audience as one. And then SAP Hybris Sales and Service really maximizes this customer loyalty even more and really boosts this revenue. It's to build a strategic delivery channel, so also to convert your cost center, your customer service center, which is often a cost center, into more profit center by doing upsell, cross-sell, and so on. And really build this strategic delivery channel for customer service, sales, and marketing with a CRM interaction center. Of course, the idea is to really have this omni-channel, so available across all these different channels and all these different touch points, whether that's web shop, website, mobile, in-store, customer service center, your maybe third-party providers, marketplace, prints, anything that you can really think of to digitize this end-to-end customer experience. So then I would like to actually show you the solution. So do a short demonstration. I will start with showing a bit of marketing and also having this rounded story about how to start really creating a target group in Hybris marketing based on also this real-time customer intent and really listening to your customer in order to really provide well, finally leverage this on the web shop as well, and boost revenue. So let's see if everything is still there, or if I have to do a re-log on. Okay, everything is still there. Perfect. So as you can see here, this is actually, I'm now a marketing manager, and this is my portal. This is my marketing cockpit from which I will be actually, well, managing the different processes, right? So, so here I have, for instance, I can really, this is actually a free trial, this right here. So this is also something that you can download from our website, and it even comes with some trial guides. I'm actually demonstrating the solution from a free trial, which is, well, of course, a bit limited in usage than actually a real full-fledged production system, but it shows really nicely some of the capabilities of Hybris marketing. So a part that I really like is, for instance, this part when I go into actually content management, and I'm here displayed by all the interest in my company, right? So this really displays all the interests, or all the well, explicit interests of the customer. And if I were a marketing manager at SAP Hybris, I would like to, for instance, target everyone who is interested in CRM, in Customer 360, customer engagement intelligence, etc. So I'm just picking these interests here out of this dashboard. Anything else? Okay, so you can see the ones that I'm picking, you can see them highlighting in blue, and here I actually have the different channels of interaction from these different interests. So here can also filter. I'm now actually looking at years, and let's say that I would like to select some countries, sorry. So in this case, I'm going to, for instance, select the countries Spain and the Netherlands, because I would like to target them for a specific promotion, for instance, in this case. So let's say all those customers, all those prospects of mine that are interested in these topics of CRM, of commerce and marketing, that are from those countries, I would like to create a specific promotional offer, specific target group on this case. Now, in your company's case, obviously, since you're a retail company, these topics could be around apparel, around children's fashion, specific brand names, food preferences for grocery retailers as well, or maybe even for those wholesale companies, well, around furniture, distribution of machinery, and so on. Okay, so I can actually from here directly create a segmentation if I would like to segment it deeper down, or I could directly create a target group. Change the name, create a target group, and save it. Okay, so in this case, I'm just going to keep the default name that is being shown by the system. Oh, excuse me. And it opens up this target group with all these different contacts in there. Okay, so if I have a look at one of those contacts, so I'm grabbing one out of the system. I don't know how much data there's behind it. That's something that I'm going to find out now. And I actually see here, well, in this case, the profile of the customer, the name, their position, so financial accounting manager for a certain company. And I can actually see here all the data. I can see the address and so on. I can see the data is coming in from, in this case, at my SAP ERP system. So it could be your ERP system, your CRM data, your financial data, your email, etc. And here I can also view the interactions, so all the interactions that my company has been having with this customer. I can filter it over the past year, so I see here all the interests that this customer has been displaying across these different channels, and all the interaction that we've been having, for instance, a certain outbound email that we've sent, maybe some CRM activities that we've had, maybe some marketing promotions that we have been sending, in this case campaigns, maybe transactions, etc. So you can imagine all the different possibilities, and even you could have some scores of this person, of activity score, contact level, sentiment score, etc. Okay, so it really provides this 360-degree customer view. And then what I would actually like to do is also, based on this full target group that I'm seeing, I would like to also capture this real-time customer intent from these different social networks to really capture this sentiment analysis. And that's what I'm doing here right now in this part of sentiment analysis. So I see here that I'm getting feeds being pulled in real time. You see how this is changing this information. It's really dynamic content coming in from Twitter, from all these different channels that we have in here, Facebook, Twitter, blogs, and so on. And I can filter here on the different sentiment scores. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to open the target group that I just created. So it's right here. I'm going to open this target group, and again I can filter over time. I see how the number of posts have been changing over the couple of months, and I'm now just going to pick out the positive and the strong positive sentiments to really filter those people in this target group, so in the Netherlands and in Spain, that are interested in CRM, in customer intelligence, and that are strongly positive about these topics. Okay, so you could also say, for instance, your brand, I would like to pick out the people that are talking on social media and that are really expressing strong positive sentiments around my brand. And I would like to create a specific campaign for this target group. Now you can imagine, maybe if they're not so positive and they've been purchasing in the last 6 months, you would like to do a retention campaign. So you can also segment them based on purchase history and so on. In this case, maybe I would like to do not so much a retention campaign, but maybe more of a acquisition campaign. Maybe they are new customers that are very very interested, very positive of my brand, but they haven't purchased yet. I'd actually like to get them, increase that traffic to my website and create a specific acquisition campaign. Another possibility is, for instance, to really target those people that have visited the website but that have abandoned their shopping cart, for instance. And that's, for instance, something that we can do here. So here we're really in the campaign management part of the Hybris marketing solution, and we have here different campaigns that we've been creating. And this is, for instance, one example. This is the shopping cart abandonment campaign. So you can create these email templates in here and send them to a specific target group, to a specific segment that you just created. And you can actually also measure whether they have opened it and so on. So actually, well, the click-through rate, etc. Okay, so now to, for instance, show also what this email looks like. So I have here I have a shopping cart abandonment. So what does this email could look like, and how can I send this to the target group? Well, this is just an example. So we have found your last cart. You could not successfully check out. Please go to this product description, redirects me back to the web shop, and, for instance, gives me a 10% off of their different items. Okay, and then obviously here's where we can also measure then that click-through rate and also retarget these people and so on. So now it's shown on my iPad. So I'm just going to connect my iPad to the screen, and I'm going to show, okay, what happens on the other side. What happens as soon as in this case I'll be Jillian, I'll be the customer, and what happens as soon as I get actually this 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 marketing campaign in my inbox. So I'm being redirected to this service right now. I'm on my iPad, I'm on my iPhone, and I'm going to sign in, and I'm going to actually view this promotion of a 10% off on today's purchases. So if I have a look at this information, I also see my style. I can view specific recommendations for me. And in this case, I can see some very nice skirts, for instance, with some matching pumps. And you can see how this is really, it's very responsive. It's very much designed for mobile as well. And in this case, rather than adding it to my cart and having it shipped to me, I would like to actually find it in a store. So here I'm seeing well, the different locations. So it also works with geolocation, so recognizes where I am, and it's also suggesting the nearest store for myself. Maybe I can send a quick message as well. I'm planning on passing by your store. Maybe you could find some accessories that go nice with this skirt. Now then, as I come into the as I enter into the shop, also the store clerk is able. So again, this would be then integrated with the point of sales. This would be integrated with the in-store app, for instance, from the store manager, and they would be able to see the reserved items, and they could actually add it to the customer dressing room, right? So you would be working, you would really be connecting that digital with that physical experience, and the customer could be going to the dressing room and actually having these items delivered to themselves. So in this case, okay, let's try in these items that I have here in my dressing room that I'm viewing right now, that I'm trying on, and I can actually also add them in real time to my shopping cart. I can continue shopping, complete the looks, and maybe I would like to have a different size of pumps. And this is then sent to the sales assistant, who can then view it in real time again from their mobile device, actually go back to this to the shopping to this dressing room, bring them these pumps over, have them try it on, and maybe they would like to have some more upsell, cross-sell possibilities. So it's really to increase this sale again. And maybe if there's an out of stock order, we can have a special order to later have it shipped to our home. And in this case, we're really talking about omni-channel, about integrating these different delivery possibilities. In this case, part of the order will be picked up in store, tried on there. Part of the order will be shipped to the address, etc. So we can really, go on and add this to the cart, also finish the final transaction, finish the shopping procedure, and maybe even pay with Touch ID. So also the different payment methods, it is really unlimited, the possibilities that are here. It's just to give you a bit of an idea also how we can bring digital and physical together. We're starting the shopping experience online, but we're actually finishing it in the store, and that is something that we're seeing more and more with our customers today. So how to really market to this audience of one, create this specific marketing or even remarketing campaign, and finally being able to deliver this constant experience as well within the store. So that's what it's all about. And we really see that SAP Hybris delivers an exceptional customer experience, consumer and customer insight, real-time insight, and this omni-channel touchpoint integration. And it also responds to these top 3 IT priorities, which are that it's a flexible, lightweight, scalable solution. You can see it's responsive, it's very much designed for a mobile, but it's also able to scale and to grow as your company grows. Real-time analytics are provided as well. It's a very much open platform that also integrates with third-party providers, which can be developed upon, etc. And if we really look at the business results, We have seen from a customer survey that in average we're seeing a 40% increase in online sales in total, a 40% increase in site visits and traffic to the website, a 21% increase of average cart size, and a 20% increase in conversion rate. And conversion rate is obviously when you're saying, okay, you're having this abandoned shopping cart. How am I gonna specifically target that group again? Through remarketing, through conversion, and making them actually finalize the purchase, whether that's online or in store, etc. And all this by really marketing to this audience of one, and delivering this contextual, personalized and relevant shopping experience to your customers. So I hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Now, in terms of why would you go for solutions such as SAP Hybris, there's a lot of points in which we are significantly outperforming other solution providers of commerce, of marketing, other niche players that are just offering one part of the solution. But I wanted to really focus on these three parts, which are innovation, ecosystem, and industry expertise. Again, around innovation, just picked out 2 points. We're always really transparent to our customers in terms of roadmap. We're really always investing very heavily in innovation, very transparent about new developments and so on, and working closely together with our ecosystem, and also based on customer feedback, continuously innovating and improving our solutions. So one example is SAP Hybris as a service, which really is an ecosystem of solution providers, of software vendors and individual developers. And this is really intended to become the modular business microservices layer for SAP Hybris, to really provide this platform for innovation, to add and build new functionality, and to eventually have this cloud delivery model. So that's one example of innovation that we're seeing. Another one is this SAP in-store customer engagement to really provide this exceptional personalized shopping experience. And I showed a part of this on the prototype on the iPad. So this is planned and coming in Q3. And it really allows to do customer identification. So when the customer comes in, actually through Bluetooth, through iBeacon, they're recognizing the customer, and the store manager is actually able to directly pull up their 360-degree profile, have personalized product offering, recommendations, etc., and doing also up and cross sell. So it's taking all this data from the CRM system, from the marketing system, from the web shop, etc., and have this this in-store app for the store manager to be able to deliver an even more relevant and more unique customer experience. Another point where we're really strong is in our ecosystem. So we have a very strong partner ecosystem with local partners, and we're also creating innovation this way, so through internal and external development, so both within SAP Hybris as well as with our strategic partnerships. And you're seeing that the Hybris as a service is another platform that we're taking into account here, but also things such as the SAP HANA Startup Program to really be creating this innovation and really providing clients with best-of-breed solutions that take advantage of both SAP and third-party investments. And then, the third point I wanted to talk about was the industry expertise. So we have a very impressive portfolio of references in retail, so fashion retail, grocery retailers, also hard lines. And one of the examples that we're seeing is in our accelerators, which are best practice shop templates, including their mobile versions. So we, for instance, have a fashion accelerator, an electronic store accelerator, a B2B accelerator, a telco accelerator. So we're providing these best practice shop templates. And it's really not just a front end, it's really a working, fully tested best practice storefront out of the box with also the integrations into the back end management processes, with the product content management cockpit in there, with the web content management cockpit in there, the order management cockpit, really having this solid foundation for omnichannel commerce strategy. And this really allows our customers to reduce their time to market, because since it is already based on a template, our partners implement it a lot faster than when they would be custom developing it from scratch, which is the kind of solution that most of our competitors provide. And if we're looking at that again, as our industry expertise, we see that in fashion we have a lot of references. Really what we've seen is that SAP Hybris has been able to enable the digital transformation of retailers, the rapid go-to-market, what I already talked about with those accelerators. It's natively built for internationalization. And if we look, for instance, at some of the examples, we have Monsoon Accessorize. I guess most of you would know this company. They were actually able to replace 6 legacy websites with a single enterprise class platform. And they were able to expand in new countries as well, thanks to their SAP Hybris platform. And they're able to really provide this single source of data for all of their products that they have. Patricia Pepe is an Italian fashion brand, and they were able to really leverage Hybris marketing and more in concrete Hybris Convert to increase their revenue, to boost their conversion rates by retargeting this high value abandoned cart segment actually. And in just 2 months, they actually saw a recovery rate lift of 13.6%, leading to almost 50% increase in revenue. Huge results. And we're seeing these kind of results for our smaller companies as well, our smaller customers. Now, it's not just fashion that we're seeing, and do stay put if you're a grocery retailer, because what we're seeing is that we also have many names in your segment. What we've been getting as feedback from our customers, why they've chosen SAP Hybris, it's because it's the most modern, it's the most open platform. It is really built for integration to the enterprise, to the store. It's able to really support both B2C as B2B and also B2B2C process on one platform, so from one cockpit. And it really takes the shopper marketing to this whole new level. And here just another example of a prototype that we've seen, that we've actually developed within the Hybris Labs, so-called, which is really interesting for grocery retailers. In this case, it's about wine, but we also have it about the candy store. So please have a look at our videos as well, just to show you quickly what this looks like. Oh, and I see that it's not available, so let's see if I can find it on here. I think it's this one.
Hi everybody, we're here in Chicago at the North America Customer Days, and we're standing right in front of our brand new IoT smart wine shelf, which we're demoing here for the very first time. And Sven will just now give you a quick insight in how this thing actually works. So go ahead.
I'll give it a try, okay? So what we've done here for the first time is we've created a physical piece of hardware, in this case a wine shelf, with 16 wines in it, and we gave it an API. So we connected that wine shelf to the internet, and we can now basically send data down to the wine shelf and select the products in the wine shelf, and we can also send the data back up to the cloud and show it in some analytics screen, for example.
Okay, just to explain it to someone like me who doesn't know much about all this technical stuff, we've got this wine shelf somewhere in a big store, and a customer standing in front of it doesn't know what wine to get. So what does he do then?
So the idea is that you will find a QR code and a NFC tag somewhere that makes you download the app, or the customer already comes to the store and has the app installed. And it will have one area in the wine store that actually is more like a testing area where you can try out these wines. So all these could be open wines, for example. So you have the app installed, you answer a few very easy questions. In this case we have 10 questions, 5 questions for red wine, 5 questions for white wine. It doesn't take longer than a minute. And once you're done with that, you press this button and it's flashing, and at the end of the flashing it shows me that this wine fits my profile that I just put into the app.
That's pretty cool. And what happens next? So if I pick one of these bottles up now,
Yeah.
what do I see here?
We basically capture the interaction with the wine shelf that you picked up that bottle, and we use it to show the product details specific for your profile. So here's a profile section that tells you it's a 52% match with your profile. And the second thing that we're doing is we are actually collecting all that data of the whole wine shelf in an analytics tool that shows you the interactions per wine, per row, over time, for example.
Okay, so this is just here for demonstration purposes, right? We wouldn't have this on the shelf to see for the customer. This is actually really back office analytics.
So think of 500 connected stores that each have like 2 or 3 of these shelves for testing wine, and you collect all that data in a central location, and you're able to get this data in real time. So whenever you lift a bottle here, it increases that number here, right? And we get all that data in real time, and we're able to mess with it.
So that's just another example of what's really possible when we're really combining commerce with 360-degree customer view, with with big data, with Internet of Things, etc., and really creating this great physical slash digital store for our customers. And we also have an impressive list of hardline retailers using Hybris, including Decathlon, The Body Shop, Toys R Us, Office Depot, Conforama, and so on. So to conclude, the 3 key messages that I really wanted you to remember from this webinar are that the main deliverables of the solution that SAP Hybris will allow your company to offer your customers an exceptional experience and your staff true customer insight across all channels. The benefits for your business, which are really that our solution will allow your company to increase site traffic and revenue by marketing to this audience of one, and why Hybris, SAP Hybris for Retail is the best choice when we're looking at innovation, ecosystem, industry expertise, and quick launching your digital commerce and marketing projects. So I hope you enjoyed this session. Well, with this recording, I will also send some additional resource information. So don't hesitate to schedule a meeting with myself and my team to discuss your company's strategy or your own personal interest in our solution, and also potentially schedule a personalized demo for your company. And please also link with me on LinkedIn through linkedin.com/in/Millie Kluiver is my name. I hope you enjoyed this session again, and thank you very much for watching.